This is one of those iconic classics that I was talking about that we brought back to life. Day 3 is going to be the K3 square bill. You know, this is a bait that I grew up fishing with a version of this bait. You know, Bagley's used to make a Killer B3, and there was times that I just really liked the Killer B3 over the B3, and primarily those times were when the water was a little bit cleaner, and I just didn't want a bait that had such an amount of thump and a lot more body roll and a lot more tail kick. You know, the K3 has got my own little modifications done to it. You can see I've built it with a through the lip wire design, which I personally just love compared to having the line tie in the nose of the bait. I think this makes a far more durable bait, and I actually think that it helps the bait maintain being tuned a lot better, as well as when you're building these baits, the through the lip wire design to me lets you make the bait far more consistently. But I know I've had a lot of people ask me over the last couple, 2 or 3 years, man, do you make a bait comparable to the old Killer B3? And I've never had one that I could truly say was similar to the Killer B3. So I actually modeled this bait after one of the Killer B3s that I used to, for lack of better words, I used to steal it out of my dad's tackle box when I was 7 or 8 years old and fish with it on the pier at our camp that we had on Pascagoula River. But I always remember that bait, and my dad, bless his heart, he passed away many years ago, but I had his old tackle box. So when I decided to make a Killer B3, I went and got that one from my childhood. I've actually got it hanging up in here somewhere, and I don't know where it's at, or I can get it and show it to you. But I went and got that old original one that I caught so many fish, off of our dock with when I was young, and took it and fished with it and kind of compared the action of it to this one side by side, and kept tweaking and tweaking mine until I got it to where I felt like it was very, very comparable. So for those of y'all that have been asking about a Killer B3, I've got you one now. This is the K3 square bill. I've got it in about 30 good colors, so this one ought to be one that satisfies a lot of y'all's interest.